All right, we are now out of executive session and back in regular session. We're on agenda item 18, approval of purchase and sale agreement. Commissioner Berger.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chairman. I would like to move approval of the real estate purchase and sale agreement with the Trammell Crow Company for the sale of the district's 19.05 acre property, vacant land located on South 320th Street and Federal Way. I'm sorry, the actual title of the company, which I guess is a subsidiary of Trammell Crow, is TC Northwest Development, Inc. Thank you.
Mr. Chair, I second the motion.
Okay, there's been a motion made and seconded to approve the purchase and sale agreement for the district's property on South 320th Street. Questions, comments? Okay, all in favor of approving that motion, say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carried unanimously. Thank you. All right,
Mr. Chair,
yes.
I have a request, point of personal privilege.
You have 3 minutes.
Okay.
Is it short, Mark? I'm late. I'm an hour and a half late
Yeah,
from
okay,
my own
well,
party.
I'm hurrying, man. In August of 1969, I started my volunteer service here in this very building, in this room as well, with King County Fire District 32, the Redondo Mirror Lake Fire Department, as a resident volunteer while I was attending Bates Technical College Fire Service Program. In this room, I sat through many commissioner meetings, usually was the only person in the audience for the most part, learning the ropes of what commissioners did and the role they played in the community. Commissioners at the time were Rod Hershey, Jerry Grothaus, who the training tower is named after, and there was Bill Martin, who was the Lake Haven Water Superintendent and was appointed to fill the unexpired term of Jerry Grothaus, who died in office. And later, Bill was elected to full terms until 1999, when he decided not to run again. I was elected to the board in 99, and by that time, District 32 had merged with Federal Way Fire Department, King County 39. Prior to the merger of District 32 with Federal Way Fire Department in 1972, it was a longstanding goal of the districts to work towards achieving a Class 2 fire insurance rating for the community, which through strong community support of levy lid lifts to raise revenues sufficient to hire more career firefighters and approved bond issues to upgrade the department facilities and apparatus, the Washington Survey and Rating Bureau bestowed the coveted Class 2 fire insurance rating to the department on April 1st, 2005. It took 33 plus years for Federal Way citizens and businesses to reap the benefit of a much lower fire insurance rate, an insurance rating which they now continue to benefit from. An important historical note, the Federal Way Fire Department was the first fire district in the state of Washington to achieve a Class 2 fire insurance rating by the Washington Survey and Rating Bureau. Thank you to all the former volunteer firefighters and career firefighters and our forward-thinking longtime commissioners of Doug Clerget, Billy Maynard, Jim Osborne, Jerry Grothaus, Jerry Harris, Dean Gullickson, Rod Hershey, Bill Martin, Roger Hershey, and Mark Freitas, and John Rickert, and Gary Bollinger for setting the vision and the goal and course for the district, and for all the voters in Federal Way who are continue to be strong supporters of our fire department to provide the many tax dollars resources needed to reach and maintain such an epic milestone in the history of the department. I'm humbled and most proud to have been a part of the process as a volunteer firefighter and as an elected fire commissioner to make the Class 2 insurance rating a reality. Our department, its members, and community owe a huge gratitude of thanks to the many citizen volunteer firefighters from the former fire districts of District 22, 26, 30, 32, and 39, who were the foundation building blocks of the fire department we have today. The volunteer program was disbanded when the state safety rules required increased training standards, which required more personal time and away from home. And the community was growing and the responses became too many for volunteers to keep up. Some stations were responding to 1,200 calls a year. So Federal Way Fire Department set the goal and evolved into a full-time career fire department. I have served the citizens of Federal Way, Des Moines, and unincorporated Lakeland North and Lakeland South for 24 years. My focus and dedication was and has always been to provide the best level of service to the citizens that was affordable and sustainable, with the major goal of providing response times of 4 to 6 minutes, which has evolved to 4 to 10 minutes 90% of the time. The response times have changed due to increased growth and traffic congestion. Fiscal responsibility and sustainability has been a hallmark goal of all the Board of Commissioners and Fire Chief Administration, while focused on efficiencies and long-term planning to achieve operational goals so as to better serve the residents and visitors within South King Fire boundaries. My challenge to the members of the department today is to not be ducks in the beanery or around the pub table quacking about why doesn't the department do this or do that? Why is this or that being done? And quacking here and quacking there with others only causes organizational fibrillation. The organizational health assessment is a prime example where some of the ducks did not participate and complete the assessment that was a communications vehicle that would be used to improve or provide direction in which to make our organization better and stronger to meet the future needs of the department and the community we serve. To those who completed the survey, you took the time, the effort to rise above the pool of ducks and sought to soar with eagles. The eagle, with its keen eyes, symbolizes courage, strength, immortality, and grit, but is also considered the king of the skies and messenger of the highest. My helmet is off to you, the Eagles of South King Fire. You have grit, set goals with a focus on achieving them. You rose above the quacking ducks, provided your valuable insight into issues that needed to be addressed, and you have endorsed the strategy of change that makes South King Fire the greatest fire department in the region. My most sincere admiration and appreciation for your striving to be an eagle and working toward achieving those goals through a persistence and discipline. Stay on the path for change for the better. Those ducks still quacking? Learn from your fellow firefighters who have taken flight to fly above the duck pond towards making a positive difference and stop the organizational fibrillation. One last challenge to all the employees, firefighters, and officers that I have learned in my 73 years of life, 56 years in the fire service, and many positions and responsibilities. Remember where you came from and remember those who helped you achieve your goals. Reach back, help your fellow crewmates and others to soar with you as an eagle. Always do the right thing because it's the right thing to do. In closing, I practiced today what I learned while in Scouts, earning my Eagle rank. Always do my best to do my duty to God and my country and live life by the 12 Scout laws. The most important advice was from my dad: leave things better than when you found them and treat others the way you want to be treated. Thank you for allowing me to be your fire commissioner for 24 years and for your friendship, trust, support, respect, and soaring with me, Eagle. A safe, Merry Christmas, and a prosperous 2024.
We are adjourned.
Mark, I think your inspiration must